we're gonna use the power reducing identities. Again, the purpose of those is to make sure you don't have any expression that has a degree higher than 1. So we don't want x squared, x cubed, to the third power, fourth power, and so on. So these ones are to the second power. Applying my property to each one of these ones. The sine squared of u is equal to 1 minus cosine 2u over u. So the u here is going to be the 6x. So I'm going to put 6x in here, okay, multiplied by, and then similarly for this one, here's our power reducing formula, and cosine 2u, cosine squared of u, cosine squared of u, the u is 6x, so the u in the formula needs to turn into 6x. Okay, next I'm going to simplify just a very small amount. 2 multiplied by 6x is 12x. So this becomes 12x and this becomes 12x. And that is all I've done in that step. Next, I want to multiply these fractions together. And when you multiply fractions, you're multiplying numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. 2 times 2 is the 4. Now when I multiply these two numerators together, that is going to require me to FOIL those numerators together. 1 multiplied by 1, what's in the front times what's in the front is 1. Outside, 1 times 12 cosine of x is plus 12 cosine of x. Inside, negative cosine of 12x times 1 is negative 12 cosine of 12x, and negative cosine of 12x times positive cosine of 12x is negative cosine squared of 12x. This notation again, when we put the little squared there, this is the same thing as saying cosine of 12x times cosine of 12x. These middle terms, they cancel each other, so those are going to be gone. And so now I'm here. I need to next have this 4 in the denominator go with each piece in the numerator. So I'm just going to put a couple of arrows there to remind you. Then I'm going to have 1 over 4 minus cosine squared of 12x over 4. We kind of pause right here. We still have the issue that our exponent is too high. Our goal is to get rid of anything to the second, to the third, and so on. So I need to rewrite this piece right here. Before I do that, I want to isolate that cosine squared of 12x to make that stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and bring down the 1/4 minus, but I'm going to rewrite this as 1/4 multiplied by the numerator. I can do that because this is over 1. 1 times the numerator gets me back here, and 4 times 1 gets me back here. Okay, so focusing in on the cosine squared of 12x, I'm ready to use our power reducing formula again. So cosine squared of 12x is our cosine squared of u, so the u is 12x. So let's go ahead and we've got 1 plus cosine of 2u over 2, but my u is 12x. So I'm going to put in the 12x right there, bring down this 1/4 minus 1/4. Okay, then this 2 here, once again, in the denominator, it belongs to both pieces in the numerator. Let's go ahead at this point and just simplify the tiniest amount. 2 multiplied by 12x is 24x. That's all I did from this step to this step. And then also remembering that this 2 belongs to the 1 and to the cosine of 24x. Okay, that negative 1/4 is sitting out front, So I'm ready to distribute that through. So I still have 1/4, danger, don't call that 0, right? We do multiplication before addition and subtraction. So negative 1/4 times 1/2 is negative 1/8. Negative 1/4 times this fraction here is negative cosine of 24x over 8. I'm going to bring down that 1/4. And then finally, I have a fraction minus a fraction minus a fraction, and these two fractions can be combined. If I multiply top and bottom by 2, that makes that 2 over 8. So I'm going to combine these ones. 2 over 8 minus 1 over 8 is 1 over 8. And then I still have minus this fraction here. We are finished. For your purposes, because of the program you're using, you would then select from your options this one here, because notice the format is we have a number minus a number cosine a number x, and you'd put 1/8 there, 1/8 there, and 24 there, but you just have to select the format and insert the numbers at the very end.